right. Are you ready to start?
Yes.
All right, everybody. Hi, it's Louis here, and we are continuing with the interview series of other stackers in the community just to find out what they're doing and what they're thinking. Today is an old friend, VOGAS, Vein of Gold and Silver, who has been on YouTube for at least a few years now. And let's get to know him. Good morning, VOGAS.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing very well.
I'm so happy to be here. Um, Let me say a few words to you. You are the most kind person that I have been watching and listening on YouTube. Um, when you do your videos, I always can feel that you are talking with love and passion, but most with love. It's very nice to hear your videos, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Bogus. And to our listeners, that there is no greater soul than the individual we're talking to today. I won't go too far into it, but during COVID, he did Herculean things for his community. And I just want to thank you to be for being in our country and being such a really nice person. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're from and how long you've been here?
Of course, I am from Mexico City. I have been living in 7 different cities and 3 different countries. I have been living in United States for about probably 10 years.
Oh.
My immigration process was very long. It took me easily 7 years to get my work permit, and it was tough.
Wow. So you have been trying to get established. I know that you've been changing jobs a bit. So you can tell us anything you want to about yourself and how you got into stacking. I know it had something to do with the Mexican Olympics. And oh, hey, you got an old guitar pick of mine, I think. Looks like one of mine.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
you did it for me. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that question, and that was part of my big introduction because so I couldn't open a investment account, retirement account, or something like that because I didn't have social security number for long. So that's how I got in the silver and gold. Uh, I think I start around maybe uh, 2016 when I bought probably a couple coins or something, maybe even before, but it was nothing serious until 2017 when I crossed with different YouTube channels. By the way, since then I have been watching you like always, and then it was on 2018 that I start buying more seriously. And then it was when I made my first mistakes. Uh, and well, that's how I got in the silver and gold community. I have so beautiful memories. AU Rebel uh, received me in the community with the open arms. You did too, and so many others. But yeah, so beautiful memories.
oh, wonderful. And are you still stacking silver and gold?
I have my little stack, but is really small. It's mostly what I collect. It's not what I stack. I I sold my stack. I sold my stock when the price and the premiums went like 30 something or something like that. I have so many Chinese pandas, so I bought them in nice price. I sold them in a nice price. But the stock that I'm having now is only my items that I collect that doesn't have really collectible premiums. So I collect I collect $50, and I love these coins because I can hunt many of them. So many of them cost me 50 cents. And I bought some of them also, but I bought some of them very close to the spot price long time ago.
Oh, so that is a silver proof, it looks like.
Yeah, this is not a silver. This is not a silver. This is just a S, because
Oh,
I
okay.
collect all of them. I collect the D, the P, the S. I try to hunt for the W. But I have my book with all the years, and I just keep trying to complete my collection. But yes, is in that sense is I collect all of them, also the silver ones.
Ah,
And
do
the
you,
other one that I collect, yes,
oh, I'm sorry. Do you go to the bank and get bank rolls and search them?
is what I did. Is what I did for like 2 years. Yes, and I got so many crazy coins. In fact, that's how I reach you, because there was a coin that didn't have one of the face, and I was like, wow, what is this? Is this special? And I sent you a message, and you replied to me very, very, very nice. Yeah, but but yeah, I did the coin hunting for like 2 years. Right now, I am not doing it.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. You can still get Kennedys, I believe, if you ask for $50, and you never know when they're going to put something valuable in there, but not like it used to be.
Yeah, that's why I stopped, because in the last boxes I didn't get anything, and the other coin that actually I collect, and it doesn't have any collection value. I mean, the local coin here doesn't pay premium. Is this one, the Olympic Mexican Olympics?
Yes, uh-huh. I remember
And
it
I
well.
also collect the Mexican Libertads.
Oh, of course. Well, people are very, very interested in those. Do you collect the old types or the new types?
I, I I try to collect when I get in a collection, like for example the $50 or the Mexican Libertads. I try to collect all of them.
Oh, nice. Now, do you have family in Mexico that can pick those up from the bank when they release them?
Oh yes, I have my family in Mexico, but I never tell them to pick coins for me.
Yeah, that's hard. Most families don't really understand collecting and stacking, do they?
Yeah, I think it's I don't talk much about gold and silver with them. Only with my dad. Um, yeah, but I should tell him to buy some coins for me.
Well,
It's a good idea. Thank
yeah,
you.
I understand you can get them at quite a wholesale price. If they're still selling, there was a time there we thought that they would stop selling Libertads over the counter, but yeah, I think people do that, especially people that live close to the border like me. They go across, and if they have connections, they can do that. I don't speak very good Spanish, so it's not going to work for me.
Yes. The only question that I would like to ask you, if you let me ask you this question, is I think when I have this idea that you was working um, when the housing problem came, like I don't know, 10 years ago or like 15 years ago. I feel like you was working for some kind of finance institution. Am I
No,
wrong on that?
No, I am not working for a finance institution, but I do have a corporate job, and I am involved in real estate with my company. But no, that was a really tough time back then because I have always been interested in real estate. And like many people, I thought leverage was the answer. The bigger yeah, on the West Coast. I don't know about, Oklahoma or somewhere, but I always thought that a bigger house and a bigger mortgage meant higher appreciation. And my wife and I practiced that for years and years and years until we finally got to our last big house, and then the 2008 crisis hit, and the value of the house dropped 50%. Actually, to the point where the house was worth less than our mortgage. We were lucky to ride that out, and then the market came back. But after that, I sold that house and decided that I would live within my means, especially being older and getting ready for retirement. So I no longer believe in leverage. I believe in paying off your mortgage if you can, and getting out of debt. But that was really a tough time for a lot of people. I know a lot of people lost everything, which we don't talk about anymore because people don't study the past. But that was horrific for anyone that had a large mortgage on their home.
Yes, yes.
Now I know you follow the markets and you do a little trading. You often tell us about your trades. I know you also follow the silver and gold miners. That might be interesting to talk about that because they are certainly interesting investments. But what is your style of investing or trading? And do you like the miners here?
Thank you. I think investing in gold and silver is very very difficult. I don't think it's easy to be a stacker, and I think it's a big school for doing any other kind of investments. I mean, um, it takes patience to be on silver or gold. We have here, I think this is the chart of silver. And I know the price is quite different, right? But the charge is pretty much the same if you go to Keiko. The difference is that you see here you can move easier your this thing, and you can see the charge a little better.
Uh-huh.
But if we see like 10 years charge, we can see that it's not it's not too much movement in 10 years. I mean, to the upside, right? So probably we are even lower than 10 years ago. And in that sense, it's in the sense that I'm trying to say that be a stacker or invest in gold and silver is it's not easy. It's one of the most tough things, I think, is my personal opinion. And when I finally was able to open a investment account, retirement account, and this type of accounts, then I sold uh, a lot of my stack, a lot of my silver stack. And then I realized that one of my mistakes on that time was buying different different type of coins because I lost so much money on premiums. Probably when I sold my stack, this is not a joke. I mean, this is why I'm saying it's tough. Be a stacker. When I sold my coins, I have a bunch of Isabels of so many countries, so many different kind of Isabels. Here
Oh,
at
yeah.
least the premium Isabels are quite high on the sale, but not on the buy when they buy you back. They don't offer you anything for the premium. So I lost in probably I have like 40% of my investment, right? And and then is the way that I learned that it's very, very important to know your local coin shop, what they sell, what they buy, what they process, what they sell cheap, why they buy expensive, and I think it's important to buy only as much as possible lower premium, especially when you don't know what you love. That was my big mistake.
Right.
And now I know what I love. Now I know that I don't care if I see a Mexican Olympics with high premium. I don't know, $2-3. To me, it's a high premium in a Mexican Olympics. Uh, I don't care. I will pay it with no pain because it's that's what I enjoy to collect for real, right? Um, but coming back to your question, then I sold my stock. With that money, I opened my investment account and I start trading. My approach at the beginning was looking for penny stocks and things like that, and it didn't really fit my personality because you can want something, but at the end of the day, your personality will bring you somewhere else. And I think the same thing happened when you are stacking coins. But now I think I am kind of doing more like long period of time tradings. I think I have good tolerance for the pain, and I try to do a little swings, but mostly I am quite long term investor. I think is what I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the market is very very hard for people to make money in. I did a video a couple days ago about how to buy a 5% treasury bond, and $10,000 will earn $500 of interest in a year. That's probably better than most people are doing in the market these days. um, it's been very, very choppy, and of course, everybody's expecting the big drop, which hasn't happened. What about those miners? Are you not following them anymore?
Yes, it's what I was planning to go. Recently, I have been selling like 2-3 different companies that I had, but I'm I'm hoping to buy them back. The thing about mining companies is that if investing, if being a stacker is so tough, buying mining companies is even tougher. What is happening in the mining sector? Let me talk about Mexico for a second.
Hmm.
Uh, so many people, they think Canada, United States, and Mexico are places that is quite okay to invest in the mining sector because they think maybe the government doesn't going to come and take out everything and this, right? But right now, what's happening in Mexico is that the president Obrador, he doesn't want to renew the contracts with the Canadians because what happened is that because the corruption, when the Canadians get in the sector, in the mining sector, uh, they let's say the government, local government, state government, they came and they say, you know what, don't worry, don't pay the taxes on this thing that you are, I don't know, damage the land or whatever. So just give me some money under the table and let's pretend that nothing happened and forget to make the payments. right?
Oh,
What I'm saying is I don't have proofs of what I'm saying, but I'm sure is what happened, right? So then the Canadian companies, they say, okay, here is your money. I am not paying my taxes, and it's okay. So this happened for at least more than 6 years, right? I am talking about probably.
yes, I am.
So now Obrador says, okay, now we're going to renew the contracts, but the things has to run different. And these Canadian companies are saying, okay, things has to run different, but I have been doing this since I start. So what do you mean things have to be different? So now that's a little go and forth, like a little pushing to make the agreements between them. Uh, that who knows who will happen in Mexico. And I don't feel like investing mining companies in Mexico is so a good idea right now. So I think the best idea right now is United States. I have never liked Canadian companies because it's like a more than I guess it's more than 400 companies, and many of them are not producing anything. So it's so difficult to know which ones are the good ones and which ones are not doing anything. So for me, I think the best way is just stick to United States in the Canadian sense. And if silver, gold go down, the price of those companies will just drop super bad. Like probably I don't know how many percentage, but super bad. So Canadian be a mining investor. I think is very 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 complicated. I think it takes the skills, and I'm sure I don't have the skills enough,
Right.
and I am doing it because it's my money, but I don't feel like I can say what I am buying, what I am selling, what I have. Like I make a good money with Vale. It's a Brazilian mining company, but again, it's Brazilian, so I sold it. I rebuy it. I buy only 3 shares because I want to have it on my view. I am expecting a drop. If it happen, hopefully I can buy it back. If not, it's okay. I mean, I already sold it for good percentage. AEM, and I have also Pan American Silver.
Oh, I have that one.
I have some juniors. I have some juniors, but
AEM
this
is
is just
Agnico Eagle Mines.
yeah, yeah. I couldn't pronounce it. Um, I think well, this has so many years doing it. I think some of them even pay like I have this junior silver SILG,
SILJ.
and yeah. Hey, thank you. And I have another ones Meta, MTA. I make money sometimes, but now it's negative. I don't know if it will pick up because this one and the other one that I said before that is just a gamble. I think the CEO is the same person. I have GDX.
Sure.
I have a Gold. It's Berrick. I have GROY, Gold Royalty. I have Franco Nevada. I have HL.
Heck, that one got hit pretty hard the
Yeah,
other.
I have. Yes, yes,
You
yes,
know, it's
yes. So
you mentioned the juniors, and I would agree that few of us have the skill to pick out a junior, just like we can't pick out a good penny stock. So I also agree, if you're going to play in that space, to be with the ETFs and that's why I own GDXJ. I also own SILJ. Sprott has a junior. I think Sprott is pretty smart. But also, you mentioned the royalty companies, and seems to me, of course, I think we're bottoming, and I could be wrong about that, but seems to me the royalty companies are an excellent play right here. You mentioned Barrick, and I think they pay nearly a 4% dividend, and the stock has been selling off lately with the other miners. So I'm increasing my position in Barrick quite a bit. I like the royalties, and then I like the ETFs. And the juniors are just you could go to the racetrack and maybe do better, but eventually they will have their day.
Um, right now, uh, I am quite negative on the market and on the. I think the Standard and Poor's. Yeah. So something that I think I have to say is why I think investing in mining companies is so difficult. I think investing on mining companies is so difficult because, on my understanding, this is what happened. They they are looking for money so they can do exploration. They can do cover other fees that they have to cover, salaries and too many other things, right? Sometimes these companies doesn't have money, or sometimes the banks doesn't want to lend them money, or sometimes they maybe don't want to apply for a loan in the with the banks or wherever. So what they do is that sometimes they take money from the people who are investing on them, and they supposed to use that money for doing the exploration, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then this is why sometimes the mining companies can just go like really really bad, because if they don't find anything, but they already took the money, right? So the stock price just will keep going down and down and down. That's my perspective. And it's not like a scam, but it's pretty close to that. I feel like this is why I feel like investing in mining companies is difficult. And you was mentioned that you think we are battling, and you are picking up some more stocks. I am having here the chart of the dollar, and if these things keeps going up, the mining the metals could have tough time. And also we have the Standard and Poor's, SPY, and if the Standard and Poor's drops really bad for some reason, that is what I think it will happen. In fact, I have a short position is SQQQ.
Oh,
Um, uh, if this drop harder, is high. Depends if the drop is like very fast. It's highly possible that then some mining companies will go down, and also some metals could go down, but maybe not in the local coin shop, just in the market.
I'm
And
I'm actually I'm actually hoping that happens, because after a big drop in the miners, you can invest heavily, and I think potentially really expand your net worth if you catch anywhere close to the bottom. So, but I still invest. I'm not waiting for that. I was waiting for that crash for quite a while, and we haven't had it yet. I do think it may come, but if it doesn't, I still want to have a small portfolio, and I don't mind holding on to that if we do get a drop there.
Yeah, I'm in the same with you. I sold a few of the minings that I have, and I still having a bunch, and I hope it will drop a little harder, so I can get in what I sold before. Yeah, I'm totally agree on what you are saying. Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense to be a seller at certain points, and that's what many stackers don't enjoy. They don't enjoy selling. But like you, I was selling, when it was 24, $25. I sold, I mean, it was just a percentage of my stack, but now I can buy back everything I sold at much cheaper levels. Silver is a heartbreaker. It really, when you think it's going to go, that's when they pull the rug out from under it, don't they?
Yes. Um, there is something that so you were saying that, and I totally agree. Some stackers they don't like to sell. I have here a question, and a point of view from my perspective to them, and maybe I'm wrong. I just is my perspective. If they don't want to sell, okay. So my question to them is what they want to do, because if they want to pass the stack to their lovelies in the future, that's that's super cool. I will love that somebody gave me his stack. But I am asking this question because if you don't want to sell and you want to pass your stack to someone else when you will be dead, it's very important what you are stacking. I am saying this because sometimes I go to my local coin shop and I see people that are going to cash their coins, and I can see, I can almost pretty much even smell how they are sad by selling what they brought to the store, right? And then you see the guy in the store that is just ripping him out or her out
Ripping them off.
because that person, yeah, 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 thank you. Because they brought like so many different coins, so many different products, but all silver or all gold or silver and gold. And these guys, they just to move on fast. They just like get everything like in a package, and give them like a generic price almost. It's not exactly like that. Sometimes they quite separate a few things and give them a better prices and in a few things. But to be honest, when you bring, at least in my experience in my local coin shops, when you bring a bunch of things, uh, the price that they offer you is always worse than if you bring only one product. And if you are passing your stack to someone else who will cash your stack on the motion of sadness, and that person will go to the local coin shop on that emotion, and they won't pay what they should pay, I think it's super sad, that situation. And this
That's
is why
true.
I think
You want
if
to
you
keep the
want to
premiums.
pass your stack to some if you want exactly if you want to pass your stack to somebody else in the future, I think you want to stack low premium things, super super low premium things, so you can be sure that they don't going to be in such a bad experience. And this is just my point of view. As I said, it's just my point of view, and I would like to put it there for some of the stackers that maybe doesn't have much experience. And
And it,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
funny, most of the marketing in our hobby is towards the high premium products and the really hot coins and super flashy coins. That's where they spend all the money marketing. But the low premium bullion, I agree 100%. If you're passing it on, then that's what you want that to be. And you probably want it all to be the same thing or just a couple or three different things. But that's not fun, right? I mean, I think stackers like to have fun along with their stacking, but I'd say you can do that, but keep it to a small percentage of what you are stacking.
Yes, yes.
We're running out of time. We are down to less than a minute. I want to thank you so much for joining us and giving us your perspective. I see you're in your car and you're ready to go to work.
Thank you for doing your videos.